And what did they tell us? It's cold and drafty. And so, great guy, Paul Mazinski. He brought in the blower in the door, did analysis, worked up his report. And it was all the things we expected, but he didn't know one thing we did. And that is, we were also aware of a bigger future energy challenge here. We hope to more than double the living space to encourage family visits. They'll come for Cindy anywhere. Me, I need a lake and boats. And because of getting older, Cindy wanted to convert to all electric. And for Airbnb, we should consider air conditioning and so forth. Without any energy efficiency improvements, if we just converted to all electric heating and expanding the living space to 6,300 square feet, what might our annual bills total using 2007 rates, which was included electricity at 18 cents a kilowatt then. And don't forget, a year ago it was 27 cents a kilowatt hour. Before I continue, I'm just going to briefly touch on this, is you got to be able to convert one form of energy into another to figure out comparisons. And with this, this is what we did here. And just so you know, a BTU of energy is like a match from a kitchen match. And I have equipment, this happens to be 44 years old. I used it when I was a facility director. It reads things that our eyes can't, infrared energy. And I can figure out BTUs, how much energy is coming through glass, how much we're losing through walls, all this kind of stuff I'm able to do. But anyway, we have all these forms of energy. With wood, there's a nice manual that explains the BTU value of wood. Quart of wood, I use average 20 million BTUs. A gallon of oil is so many BTUs, kerosene, gasoline, propane. Kilowatt hour is so many BTUs, or 3,413 matches if you want to use that as the yardstick. But here's the important thing I'm trying to get to here. If I'm looking at equivalency where 1 quart of wood is 20 million BTUs of energy, and that's the better hardwoods averaging the better ones. And I wanted to buy the equivalent of 1 quart of wood in different energy forms. How much would it cost? Well, wood was running 23, about $400. If you bought it in matches, it's $62,000. I advise don't throw matches into a fireplace.
No, that'd be very inefficient.
Oil is about $400. Propane would be about $560 for that. Now, I mentioned to you, here's the dilemma Cindy and I have, and being energy people, I know this dilemma is gonna hit us in the face. How much would 20 million BTUs of electricity cost? $1,600. Now, people may be wondering, why is it 4 times more than wood or oil and so forth? And it's this. You lose 2/3 of the energy to get it to you. That's why it's good if you have on-site electric generation, because you're eliminating the losses. But right now, to get the 6,000 kilowatt hours to my door, 6,000 is consumed in transmission delivery, and another 6,000 is lost in generation. So it really takes 18,000 kilowatt hours to deliver 6,000 for me. And so it's 4 times more, so 3 parts of the increased cost is just the cost of the resource, and then there's the profit and shareholders. So that's the dilemma we have if we're going to go to all electric here. And this is off Paul Mazinski's business card, but it kind of reminded me of what we were facing here at the time. And so here's just a quick analysis of what would happen if we converted this all over to just electricity. So I have my fuel conversion, and we're gonna do a WAG. Anyone know what a WAG is?
Wild ass gas.
Yes.
Wow.
What's a swag?
Something,
Super wild, that's.
It's a scientific.
Yeah, I remember that from,
So we didn't know, there's nothing converted with AC because they didn't have it here. We don't know what that's gonna cost. Propane, if I take 5,000, I gotta multiply by 2.89 for the conversion, so that'd be 14,000. Firewood, $1,800 times 4, 7,000. If we total this all up, with no energy improvement, or efficiency improvement or whatever, if we just converted the house as is to all electric, we'd be $23,000 a year. Now, we have some clients in Ohio that own Craft Made and some other places that their bills are around $40,000 or $50,000 a year, but I don't own a Craft Made, so. And that's for 2,700 square feet. Or it worked out to $8.50 per square foot per year. But electricity goes up and down in price, so I want to come up with a non-financial number. And so if I divide by 18, it's saying that for 47 kilowatt hours per square foot per year. So 1 square foot here, on average, I would consume 47 kilowatt hours times whatever the price is, and then multiply that by the entire place. Now, if I did that for here, so I enlarged the crappy, drafty place, at that point, if I multiply through by that says I'd be close to $54,000 a year. That's crazy.
Which at that point is probably the
Those-
median income.
Those numbers can't be real. I mean, are people really paying this per square foot and so forth? Well, or I'd be paying on average about $150 a day. And you'll find with a lot of people with their Airbnbs, one reason they charge so much is they have high energy bills, especially if people are renting a house or something during the winter. Okay, I have access to the Sun Journal archives going back to the 1840s and so forth. And I'm a researcher. I started researching homes that complained about high energy bills. And I found one that was 40% the size of this. And it was a ranch house, 1,100 square feet. He actually gave the newspaper his energy bills, and they published one of them, which is a treasure trove for me.